Roncalli basketball is on CBS Sports 1430. The pregame show is brought to you by McDonald's.
Cathedral hooking up for what will be the 57th time in the 52 years of this rivalry. Roncalli coming in at 4-3. Cathedral winners of 5 in a row. Comes in 1 and ranked number 6 in the state in Class 4A. And let's get right to it, Connor. Roncalli coming in at 4-3. Busy week last week. 2 wins out of 3. The only loss was a tight 4-point loss to a very good Lawrence Central team here on December 30th. So Coach Wance's guys have to come into this game tonight feeling very positive and optimistic about their ability to play with this Cathedral team.
Being able to hang with a team like Lawrence Central, who's a very good basketball team, we're going to play another very good basketball team here today. And to be able to stick with Cathedral tonight is going to be very important, to be able to just stick with them and make sure that they don't get super hot from outside the 3, as we've been able to see that they've shot the ball lights out in a lot of their other blowouts.
Well, and as you look at the that score of the Lawrence Central game here last Wednesday was a 49-45 game, so the game was played at Roncalli's pace. And we take a look at the comparison stats, Roncalli and Cathedral. Cathedral comes in averaging 78, almost 79 points per game. They're 8th in the state in scoring. That's all classes. So that's 400-plus schools. They're one of the top 10 scoring teams in the state. So Roncalli has to be very conscious of keeping the game at their pace and not letting Cathedral speed them up.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, we said that when we look at it, they've had pretty much 6 games with 80-plus points, which is something that Roncalli is definitely going to have to try and contain if they want to have a hope in winning this game.
Yeah, you look at Cathedral scores, and you see they've got 2 games where they scored over 90. Roncalli hasn't scored a game over 90 points since the 70s. So that's an indicator of a big-time offense, and when you drill it down a little bit deeper, a big key for tonight will be the 3-point line. Namely, how does Roncalli defend it? Cathedral comes in averaging almost 8.5 threes a game. They shoot almost 23 a game. How does Roncalli defend the 3? And Roncalli's going to have to make some, too, on their end.
Yeah, they're going to have to play they're going to have to play similar closeness as they did for Lawrence Central and keep them at a low score and play what you would probably have to hope is best basketball of the season so far.
Well, it's going to take a good effort tonight to beat this Cathedral team, but Roncalli, as we said, is going to have to make some threes to win the game tonight. And that really falls on 2 of the 3 seniors, and Anthony Donahue and Thomas Felmuth, as they're the 2 main 3-point threats for this Roncalli team.
Being able to have 3-point threats is going to be very important in this game, and the fact is that additionally, since they're seniors, you can hope that their leadership can play a big role. We see Cathedral has 2 seniors on their team, and the majority of Roncalli's team is filled with upperclassmen, which is something that can be very important for, we could say, varsity experience and experience in big games like this.
Well, we've got a good one for you tonight. It's a very long Cathedral team. We look at both these teams warming up. Cathedral, very tall and lanky team. Looks almost like a Division II or a Division III college team warming up with their size. But Roncalli game ready to get after it and see how they can fare against this rival from the north side. As we do before each and every McDonald's pregame show, we caught up with Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz to get his thoughts on both the win over Shortridge on Saturday afternoon and the matchup tonight here against Cathedral. Here was that conversation. We're here with Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz. Roncalli back at home for the first time in 2021, taking on Cathedral tonight. Before we get into the matchup tonight, let's go back to last time out. Pretty good week for your team. 3 games in the week, winning 2. Closed it out with a 12-point win on the road on Saturday afternoon at Shortridge. That was a game that you controlled through most of the way. Shortridge did make a little run at the end of the second quarter with a couple threes, but you were able to get the win comfortably. As you had a chance to look at the tape, what were your takeaways from Saturday's game?
Yeah, just obviously Shortridge got hot there within the last 90 seconds of the first half, and really only 1 or 2 of them maybe were plays that we could have done something differently. We over-trapped one time right in front of our bench, and they got an open 3, but the one at the buzzer was just a complete throw-in and a couple. You're going to give some stuff up if you're going to run that press, and they did a nice job of maybe 5 threes in the last 90 seconds, something like that, last minute 43. So I still felt pretty good at halftime that they weren't going to continue that. We thought water was going to find its level eventually.
Cathedral, the opponent tonight. Before we get to tonight's matchup, getting back, this is that first full week after New Year's, after the holidays, and everybody gets back into a routine. What sorts of things were you able to focus on as you worked on your own team and fixing some things that maybe you saw, or emphasized some things here this week?
Actually gave them Monday off, completely off, just because, 3 games in 5 days, and didn't get much of a break over the break, so had Monday off, was able to clean up some stuff on ourselves on Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday, Coach Brown started putting in the Cathedral stuff.
Cathedral also has not played. Well, they've not played since middle of last week. They had a game called off because of an opponent COVID issue last weekend. As you've had a chance to go over Cathedral, what do you look for as keys for tonight?
Man, just we got to handle their length on both ends of the floor. They have quickness. They're making and shooting threes at a better pace than most. Than Cathedral teams in the past. So they've got a lot of weapons. We just need to take care of the ball, get the first rebound off the glass, and work it to get a good shot every time.
How much less than a week and a half ago you played a Lawrence Central team here and were able to keep the game at your pace in the 40s against a similar team to Cathedral in terms of athleticism? How much I know you didn't win the game, but the success you had in controlling tempo, can you take from that game and apply tonight?
Hopefully a lot, because we just can't. So we had our shock, right? We had our shock of that first quarter and a half being down 15-2. That can't happen again, and hopefully we've been through it. We'll understand the pace of the game, we'll understand the speed of the game, and be able to come out and get off to a good start.
Roncalli taking on Cathedral tonight to close out the week. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Rob.
That's Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz. We're back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. I think I'm gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag, on two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Do y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill me.
It's been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill me.
I don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
At the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium on the campus of Roncalli High School. Roncalli and Cathedral hooking up in boys basketball action tonight. Roncalli 4-3, winners of 3 of its last 4. Cathedral 8-1, winners of 5 in a row, and a perfect 3-0 on the road. Connor, we were talking before we came on air. The only game Cathedral has lost was to Homestead, and that was on a neutral floor at Brownsburg back on December the 5th in double overtime, 71-65. And coming in, Homestead is ranked number 3 in the state. The computer poll, which takes into account strength of schedule and those sorts of things, has them at number 1. So the only team to beat Cathedral so far this year is arguably the best team in the state.
Well, we saw when looking at the Gamecast here for it that they lost. Homestead won 71-65 in a double overtime game, but you'd have to assume that they were able to do what other teams were unable to do against Cathedral, which was limit their amount of points, and that's the lowest amount of points they've had all. That was the lowest amount of points Cathedral has had all season, and that came after two overtime periods as well.
Yeah, that's a telling. Yeah, it's like playing an extra quarter with two 4-minute overtimes. So they were the only team to hold Cathedral under 70 points. We'll take a look at some other games that we're tracking around the area tonight. A couple other Circle City Conference teams in action. The only Circle City Conference game matching 2 conference teams is Chittard 4-6 on the road at Guerin Catholic. Guerin Catholic having a very strong start to its season. The Golden Eagles are 7-1. Rebuff Jesuit 4-3, the other conference team in action tonight. They're hosting Zionsville, 6-3 Zionsville. Other games of note, Martinsville at Decatur Central, Ritter hosting Monrovia, Columbus East hosting Perry Meridian, Southport looking for its first win. Cardinals are 0-4. They're at 4-5, Franklin Central and Greenwood. They've had a couple pauses to their season, but Woodmen are among the top teams. We talk about Cathedral being one of the top teams scoring wise. Greenwood is one of the top 10 teams in the state scoring defense-wise. They're allowing less than 40 points per game to start the season. And they're hosting Whiteland tonight. Greenwood, Roncalli will play Greenwood as one of their 3 road games here this month. That game will be the 30th of January, the final weekend of the month. Well, we mentioned at the top, this is the 57th meeting all time between these 2 programs in the 52 years of the rivalry. Cathedral has had a healthy advantage for it, won 45 of the previous 56. Cathedral's won 19 out of the 25 games played here at Roncalli. It's the first time these 2 programs have played here in the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium that's less than 2 years old. Cathedral winning the matchup last year up on the north side, 60-55. That was a very close game. Again, it was decided by 3-pointers. Cathedral hit a couple threes late in the third quarter that gave them a little bit more than a 2-possession lead, and that was enough to hold Roncalli at arm's length. Cathedral has won 12 of the last 16 and 8 of the last 9 between the 2 programs. Last time Roncalli beat Cathedral, I should say, was a 68-50 win at the Woodshed across the parking lot back on February 10th of 2017. So with all that said, Connor, what do you have on your mind for tonight's keys to the game?
What we talked about earlier was closeout defense, close out Cathedral when they're behind that 3-point line, getting ready to take that shot, get pressure on them, make them have to make the difficult shot. And then additionally, Roncalli just needs to play well with their fundamentals as well. Little turnovers, strong on the boards, just taking care of the ball, getting good shots. And then lastly, have a better start to the game than they did against Lawrence Central, as we saw that for most of that game, they were sitting with 5 points in that first quarter.
Yeah, that was a rough start for Roncalli, sitting with 5 points with just 3 minutes to go in the first half. So that's 5 points in about 13 minutes of clock time. But amazingly, after scoring 5 points in 13 minutes, Roncalli scored 14 in the final 3 minutes, made it a 2-point game by halftime, and then it was a back-and-forth tight game the rest of the way. So Roncalli hoping to keep it tight going forward as we look at this matchup tonight between Roncalli and Cathedral. Good crowd is certainly a crowd to the extent that can be allowed in the gym. Good crowd on hand tonight for this rivalry game. It's Roncalli 4-3 taking on 8-1 Cathedral. We'll take our second and final break here on this pregame show, McDonald's pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup and the tip for tonight's game between Roncalli.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We need to put our masks on. Good idea. Now let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Every day, we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. I think I'm gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
First for the visitors from Cathedral, 10 in the scorebook. At one guard, 6'1" senior Jalen Johnson. He averages 12.5 points per game. Second guard is Vincent Brady, 6'4", a senior. Commit to the Air Force Academy, averaging 15.3 points per game. The third guard, Jackson Edwards, 6'6", a junior, averaging 11.3 points per game. Tayshawn Comer, the 2-year All-City player, 6 foot. He averages 16 points per game. And Jake Davis in the middle, 6'5", the sophomore, averaging 9 points per game. Jason Delaney, the head coach. In his 5th season at Cathedral, he's 78-27. In 17 years overall, he's 256 and 132. That includes state championships at Waldron in 2004 and Tech in 2014 when his Tech team beat Roncalli in the sectional final. Assisted by Matt Jones, Andre Wright, and Michael O'Brien. For Roncalli, same lineup we've seen throughout much of this season. Anthony Donahue at one guard, 6'2", the senior, averaging 15 points per game. Carson Lynch, 6 foot, the senior, averaging 10 points per game. Thomas Felmuth, the third guard, 6'1", the senior, averaging 10.5 a game. In the backcourt, in the front line, Aiden Leffler, 6'3", the junior, averaging 5.5 points per game. And Matthew Babb, the 6'3" senior, averaging 4 points per game. Michael Wantz, the head coach, winningest coach in Roncalli history. 19th season, 260 and 149, assisted by Ian Brown, Justin Wernke, Justin Agresta, and Jamin Wernke. Tonight's officials, Evan Buckley, Christopher Scheller, and Jeremy Swafford. Roncalli in the home whites with the red Roncalli block lettering and numbers and the royal blue trim. Cathedral in the dark blue, navy blue uniforms with the Cathedral block lettering and numerals in the faded gold with the green trim. We're set to go. Leffler and Edwards to jump it up. And the back tap's controlled by the Irish. Connor and I high atop the northern sideline. This here at the Vinny. Roncalli bench down below us to our left. Into the lane, runner is up and in and out. And the rebound tapped off the end line. Last touch by Comer. Brady missed the shot at the rim, and Roncalli gets the stop.
Immediately, it looks like Cathedral is going to try and play a fast-paced game, which is a bit different to the type of style we like to play.
Man-to-man for the Irish. Donahue out front, Babb. Played loosely by Davis. Davis a three-point threat. Put some weight on. Babb got loose down the baseline, lost the handle on the way up on the right side of the rim, and Cathedral takes the other way. Here's Comer. He leaves for Johnson. In the corner, Edwards got a running start, but I believe, he got a legal screen called on Johnson. I thought they were going to call a travel there. But that foul on Johnson, a legal screen, his first and the team's first. So 2 Cathedral possessions. A missed shot and a turnover. Roncalli's first possession, a turnover. Let's see what they do on possession number 2 here. Lynch working against Comer. Carson almost a 5-second count. Far sideline, Babb. Cathedral playing chest-to-chest, man-to-man, 20 feet out. Leffler down the baseline, pull up from 12. Long, rebound, Comer got inside position and takes it the other way. 4-on-4, Roncalli's back. Rainey got in deep, gives to Johnson, steps into a 3 that's long, but the rebound as Leffler collides with Edwards and a foul called on Leffler. That's his first and the team's first. One thing, Connor, we didn't mention when talking about Cathedral's three-point shooting and the volume in which they shoot it, long shots mean long rebounds. So the guards for Roncalli have to be aware.
A lot of times when you have long rebounds too, you see less of an opportunity to box out and more offensive rebounds for the team shooting.
So Cathedral ball off the inbound. Rainey killed his dribble. Gives to Edwards. He's picked up on a switch. Long 3 by Rainey is over Babb, no good. Nice block out by Leffler to keep Davis away. And Felmuth picks up the loose ball. Here comes Donahue into the forecourt. Left arc holds up for Felmuth. Cross-court swing to Lynch. Leffler in the corner with Edwards up tight. Aiden swings down the baseline, puts up a shot that Davis partially blocks. And we've got a foul, let's see, on Leffler, colliding with Comer on the rebound. That's the second foul on Leffler. He'll have to come out of the game and immediately be replaced by Trevor Lauk. Trevor steps in, 6'6" sophomore. Leffler picking up 2 fouls in the first minute and change. So he'll have a seat, and Trevor Lauk, the sophomore, is on. Roncalli showing a little 3-quarter press. Rainey fakes the 3, down the baseline, Ball goes around the horn. Comer's open for three. That's long. Rebound, nice block out by Donahue. Here comes Lynch the other way. Lauk posting wants it. Has it right block, turn and face, backs Davis down. In low, put it up too strong, a lot of contact. And Comer has the rebound. Coming the other way for Cathedral. Bounce to Edwards down the lane. Runs into Babb, blocking foul. He flipped it up and in, count it. And put him on the line. Babb takes the foul, his first and the team's third. Bucket by Edwards is the first of the night for either team with 5:44 to go in the quarter. Edwards is a 59% free throw shooter. He knuckleballs that one in. 3-0 the Source. Cathedral shows a little pressure. Comer pressuring Lynch up the floor. Carson to the corner. Now spins away. Got loose. Down the baseline, he's trapped. Picked up his dribble. Now pivots away. They left the ball, but he missed the shot. Here comes Edwards the other way.
Those are the type of shots that Roncalli's going to need to make in this game. And missing that one's definitely going to hurt.
Johnson gets by the defense, but his scoop spins out. Yeah, you wonder, Connor, if Roncalli's a little intimidated by Cathedral's length. It's almost like guys are shooting with one eye looking for the defender.
Well, we saw Carson maybe could have been a little worried about getting it blocked, and not the best start for Roncalli offensively. They've done well defensively. There have been a couple missed shots by Cathedral as well, so we'll see how this continues.
Donahue missed a three the other way that Cathedral rebounds. Comer spins in the lane against Felmuth, missed a shot, and a late whistle will put Comer on the line for two with 4:45 to go in the quarter. Yeah, to your point, Connor, this Cathedral team averaging almost 79 points per game. They're sitting on 3 points halfway through the first quarter. So if you're Michael Wantz, you have to like the defensive play of your team, but in terms of missing shots at the rim, this game is starting eerily like the Lawrence Central game in which Roncalli scored 5 points in the first quarter and a half. Comer hits the first free throw. He's a 76%er, the junior. Second one good. It's a 5-0 Cathedral lead to start the game. Nearing the halfway mark, first quarter. Lynch dribble handoff to Donahue on the far sideline. Picked up by Comer on a switch. To the baseline, doubled. Feeds it back out to Felmuth. Felmuth left arc. Pulls the dribble back out. Thomas waiting. Now goes to the baseline. In deep. Slings it back out to Donahue. He fakes a three. Down the lane. Pull up from 10 is short. Rebound is tapped up. Loose ball on the deck. Donahue's got it. He's fouled from behind. And gets to the line for two. That foul on Davis. His first and Cathedral's second. So Anthony Donahue shoots two. 84%er on the year as Donahue leads the team. First one up, rolls no good. Just in case you're wondering, Connor, if the free throw jinx carries into 2021, it does.
Wouldn't have guessed it.
Second one rims in, almost came out. Donahue's free throw is the first point of the night. 5-1 the score, Cathedral up. Johnson doubled in the corner, gets out of it to Comer. Down the lane, jump stops, passes in deep. Turnaround shot on the baseline is a high arcing one up and in by Jackson Edwards. Nice shot over Lauk, and Michael Wantz wants time.
It was good defense by Roncalli, but just a better shot there. Not much more you can do at that point.
30-second timeout will stay right here. 30-second timeout. 3:55 to go. First quarter, Roncalli trails on the Beck Service Center scoreboard 7-1.
At OrthoND, their mission is to provide the highest quality, comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in action. Choose OrthoND to be your official orthopedic provider.
Well, that's Connor Mahoney. I'm Rob Brown. Happy you've chosen to spend part of your Friday night with us. OrthoND, sponsor of our Player of the Game that we'll award during the post-game show. First sub into the game for Cathedral is Xavier Booker. And those of you watching with us tonight, he is very long, 6'10", the sophomore. Number 34 on your screen. Roncalli ball out of the timeout. 7-1 the score. Roncalli still looking for its first field goal. Lynch with Comer up tight. Lost the handle. Loose on the floor. Comer's got it. Outlets ahead. Booker's back, and he dunks it down. First touch of the game for Booker's a dunk. That's a good start if you're him. 9-1 the score. Lynch having all sorts of trouble against Comer's length. Gets all the way to the rim. Missed the shot too strong. And the rebound taken out of there by Lauk. He put it up and in. So Trevor Lauk on the offensive glass puts Roncalli's first bucket through. 9-3 the score. 3:15 to go, first quarter. Comer got free on the lane. Pull up over Felmuth. Rolls off the rim. Rebound grabbed by Donahue. He wants to run. Finds Felmuth. Pull up right side. Good from 12 feet. First bucket for Felmuth. And it's 9-5.
Good to see that one go. And since that's the second field goal Roncalli's gotten in this game, and the first one was down in the paint, good to see a jump shot go down, because once we move up beyond the arc, that's where it's going to be super important.
Comer at the foul line, leaves it on the arc to Johnson. His pull-up is good. Johnson with 2 pull-ups on the baseline. He has 4, and it's 11-5 in favor of the Irish. Donahue, pull up from the left elbow, rims out. Rebound collected by Brady. He lopes into the forecourt quickly to Comer. Hard pull up, right elbow, kicks off the back of the rim. And Donahue another rebound. He's got 3 already by my unofficial count. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Roncalli trails 11-5. Lauk at the right elbow, left elbow rather, turns and faces to Lynch. Felmuth off a screen, long 3 out front. Bang! He got it. Thomas Felmuth knocks down the first Roncalli 3. Who would have guessed, Connor, that the first 3 of the night would be from Roncalli? Booker's baseline jumper's up and in. Oh, my. 13-8 the score. Falmouth with 5. Lynch on the far side. Got away with a double dribble. Over to Donahue. He drives in low, a lot of contact. Shot knocked off the end line, and it stays with Roncalli. Jaron Tibbs coming in for Cathedral, the 6'3 sophomore. Johnson has a seat. 13-9 the score, 1:19 left in the first quarter. Roncalli trailing by 5. Lynch baseline right. What's the call? Legal screen on Trevor Lauk. It's the first on Trevor and the 4th on Roncalli. Team 5th, beg your pardon. 5th team foul. 13-8 the score. Edwards on the right wing, picked up his dribble, out top to Comer. Rainey played by Felmuth. Roncalli trying to switch things back up. Booker drives on Lauk, pull up in the lane. He airballed an 8-footer, and Babb has the rebound. Here comes Lynch in the forecourt, goes behind the back, weaving through the lane. Twisting shot blocked by Booker, just too much length at 6'10". Here comes Gibbs the other way. Gibbs to Edwards, and he finishes. Make that Tibbs on the push, and Edwards on the finish. 15-8 the score. Biggest lead, actually not the biggest lead. It's the lead of 7 for Cathedral. Final 35 seconds, first quarter. Babb right angle. Picked up his dribble. Shovels to Felmuth, and he's pushed at the timeline by Brady. His first and the team's 3rd.
End-to-end basketball at that point, but it looks like Roncalli's game plan is to try and slow down the game as much as possible and take the speed out of this Cathedral side.
And the last couple possessions, the pace has drifted more toward Cathedral's liking. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Donahue in the lane, out to Babb. Lynch in the corner. Felmuth measures 3. That's no good. Lauk got away with a push-off, got the offensive rebound. Shot blocked by Booker. Right side, Brady down the baseline. He's in low. He put it up, put it in. Right before the buzzer, a little defensive mix-up by Roncalli. And that will do it for the quarter. Cathedral closes out the quarter on a 6-0 run, and as a result takes a 17-8 lead into the second quarter. Stay tuned. We'll step out for 30 seconds and come right back with period number 2 on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Davis is back in. Jumper 3 at the arc by Tibbs is good. Jaron Tibbs, the sophomore, number 22, hits the first Cathedral 3 of the ball game. First double-figure lead of the night for Cathedral of 12. Sincere Germany's out there, the 6'1 sophomore, pressuring the basketball. Out there with Brady. Loose ball loose on the floor, and we got a loose ball foul on Jackson Edwards diving for it. His first, team 4. Matthew Babbs back in the game. So Roncalli's 5 on the floor to start this second quarter. Caden Gore is in, the 5'11 junior. Felmuth, Leffler, Babb returns, and Luke Kegris also out there for the first time, the 6'4 sophomore. Kegris number 34. For those of you watching along with us tonight. Germany, Edwards, Brady, Tibbs, and Davis, the 5 on the floor for Cathedral. Kegris spins away from his defender. Pull-up shot is blocked by the length of Edwards. Outletting ahead Brady. He lost the handle on the collection dribble, and Babb comes up with the loose ball. Here comes Gore trying to maneuver into the paint. Leaves for Felmuth. Fakes a 3. All the way to the basket. Runner is up, and a charge is called. Davis stood in and took the hit and drew the charge. That's the second on Felmuth, team 6. With Cathedral's length, it's just very difficult, Connor, to get all the way to the rim.
Well, seeing with Cathedral's length, as we've noticed, as you just said, that getting points in the paint is going to be a big problem, and that 3-point shot's definitely going to have to come soon for Roncalli.
Germany turns it over at the other end. He got underneath the backboard and lost control of the basketball off the end line. So Roncalli gets it back on the turnover, trailing 20-8. 6:45 left in the first half. Gore across the line against Germany. Trying to back him in. Gets a screen from Babb, played by Davis on a switch. And now Leffler comes out to get it, high left. Crosses up in the corner. Gore for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Brady. Roncalli back defensively. Brady trails to Comer. Comer's played by Babb on a switch. We'll see if Roncalli can switch that back. And they do. Brady played by Kegris. Davis is open for a set 3. That's long. Rebound Brady up over Kegris to get the rebound. Put back is up and in. Brady with 4. And the Cathedral lead is 14. Michael Wantz calls time. Full timeout. So this run is now stretched to 11-0 going back into the first quarter. Roncalli calls a full timeout. So we'll do the same, stepping out for 30 seconds. We'll come right back. 6:02 to go first half. 22-8 the score on the Beck Service Center scoreboard. We're back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Let's go into school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We need to put our masks on. Good idea. Now let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
Helping us out with the broadcast tonight, Luke Jones. Back in his familiar seat in our CBS Sports 1430 studios, keeping us on track and on time on the radio side. Our fine video crew tonight, our director Hannah Taylor, Ben Taylor on the camera, Riley Allstott on the graphics, Stefan Welsh overseeing the operation. Happy to have you with us. 22-8 our score. Cathedral on an 11-0 run going back to the end, the final minute, 2 minutes rather, of the first quarter. Gore into the forecourt against Germany. Lost the handle, got it back. Handed Leffler at the timeline, at the top of the circle, back to Gore. Donahue's back in the game, fakes a three on Tibbs, cut off. Babb, back to Donahue, angle left. Has the side cleared against Tibbs. No space. Babb tries a three. That's off the back of the rim. Rebound is knocked free, and it's saved to Comer. One-hand pass ahead to Germany in the corner. Roncalli's back. Germany flips it back out to Comer. He gives to Johnson, stepping into left side three that's long. And the rebound, Comer grabs it, and the ball squirted loose. Comer's got it on the corner. Tibbs back underneath to Davis, and Kegris knocked it off the inline. Boy, Roncalli cannot get a rebound to close out the possession.
Seemed about everything happened on that, trying to get that rebound.
Boy, three, and those long rebounds, not super long, but carry him out enough to the foul line, and just could not collect it, and the possession continues. Comer rebounding, can't get it in. Jason Delaney calls time. Seeing the 5-second violation pending, so a 30-second timeout coming. We'll stay here with 5:15 to go, second quarter, and Roncalli trailing 22-8.
Trouble with your phones or computers? Considering video surveillance? Contact Indy Teledata. They provide technology solutions to local businesses and organizations, including Roncalli High School. Indy Teledata is a proud supporter of Roncalli Athletics and Fine Arts. For complete details, visit them at indyteledata.com.
Good to see the Roncalli student section across the way, all wearing their jerseys, socially distanced. I think my favorite jersey as I look over there, Connor, is, and it's hard to tell because we're so far away and everybody has masks on, but the gentleman about 8 rows up in the Yao Ming Rockets jersey, that might be my favorite over there.
I always get jealous when people have that jersey. I contain a collection of Pacers jerseys, but I don't have many of those historic ones.
Davis got a good look off the inbound and missed it. Roncalli gets the rebound, finally closes out the possession. Kegris out top, bounce to Babb. At the right arc, Babb picked up his dribble, needs help. And he traveled, trying to pivot away from the pressure, just picking up the dribble way too high. Brady's back in for Cathedral, as is Edwards. Tibbs and Germany have a seat. Lynch returns for Roncalli, replacing Gore.
Turnover seems to be a problem that has been going on in this Cathedral run so far, that Roncalli looks like they're going to need to take care of the basketball a little bit better, but if they can control that, then there's a good chance that they can get back into this game.
Well, Roncalli forced the turnover there as Edwards tried to back Babb down, and Babb pulled the chair. But, Connor, you talked about in the pregame show about one of your keys was Roncalli playing sound fundamentally, and that's not been the case during this Cathedral run.
It's definitely, at least getting a shot up is important to, you have a chance to make that shot, but Cathedral has been all over Roncalli trying to force turnovers.
Leffler tries a three that almost banks in. The long rebound picked up out the top of the key by Edwards. He's down the lane, he's to the rim, and he finishes with a left hand. 7 for Edwards, and it's a 16-point advantage, 24-8. Halfway through, nearing the halfway mark of this second quarter. Lynch over to Kegris. Out the jump circle. Kegris bounced to Leffler at the doorstep. He put it up, missed it. And the rebound knocked off the inline. Last touch by Edwards. It stays with Roncalli. 4:01 left in the half. And the home team finds itself in a 16-point hole. Lynch, nice bounce in deep to Leffler. Blocked from behind by Brady. It's got about the 4th or 5th block shot by the Irish. Down the baseline, Johnson. He got in deep. Ball around the horn. Comer spot up three. Good. It's a 10-0 run to start the quarter and a 6-0 run to finish. All told, finish the first quarter. All told, it's a 16-0 run, and the lead is 19. 27-8. Donahue. Babb picked up his dribble. Back to Donahue on the left wing. Donahue in the corner. Shovels to Babb at the elbow. Turning face to left to Lynch. Carson. Babb fakes a three. Into the paint. Pull up from 10 is long. Rebound is ripped out of there by Johnson. Davis up the floor. Gives to Brady, left arc. He's down the baseline. He gets to the rim. He missed the shot, but Edwards skies over Leffler and tips it in. Everything going right for Cathedral, and the lead is 21.
The length of Cathedral has been a problem since the start of this game for Roncalli. We've seen it working, helping them out on rebounding and defensively and getting blocks and the like.
Donahue got into the paint, tried to drop it to Babb, and the pass goes off the inline out of bounds. Felmuth is back in, and our first look at Michael Hegwood, the 6'3 junior. Booker's back in for Cathedral, and Trevor Lauk steps in for Babb. 29-8. This is like a snowball rolling downhill for Roncalli right now, and the snowball is about the size of a car. Hegwood with the steal in the backcourt to the basket. He put it up, the shot swatted away, and a foul called. Well, Michael Hegwood shoots 2. Looking for Roncalli's first points in the quarter. Fouls on Edwards, his second, team 5th. Hegwood, first one rattles good. Jaden Malachi, 6'5", a junior, number 31, checks in for Cathedral. First time we've seen him tonight. 29-9 the score. Hegwood makes both free throws. That stops what was an 18-0 Cathedral run. 29-10. Johnson in the left corner with 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Brings the dribble out front between the circles. Three-pointer up by Brady is off the top. It hit the back of the rim and caromed up off the support, so that's a dead ball back to Roncalli. You're not going to get all this back at once, but you just want to try and string together a couple solid possessions here back-to-back, Connor.
With Cathedral not getting any points on that one, Roncalli can hope to, a good bucket there by Donahue, is able to cut the lead down just bit by bit is what Roncalli is going to have to do.
Yep, just have to chip at it. Nice play by Lynch to get in the paint, find Donahue at the rim for a lay-in. Comer runs over Felmuth, and they're going to call him out of bounds or a charge. It's like they got him for a charge. He was right on the sideline. First foul on Comer. Team 6. Now Comer checks out, and Germany's back in. 1:54 to go in the half. Roncalli just trying to tread water here and get in at the halftime and regroup. Everybody tucking in their jerseys to make sure they're compliant. Now we're set to go. Both teams at the foul limit. 16 fouls either way, so the next foul for either team is a bonus one-on-one situation. Felmuth out front. Trevor Lauk flares out left side to get it, looking for a cutter. Has his dribble, gives to Hegwood. Michael picked up his dribble at the foul line. He dribble hands off to Donahue to the basket. Twisting layup missed. And rebound grab by Malachi. Brady into the forecourt quickly, down the lane, at the rim, missed the shot, and then tapped his own rebound off the end line. And it goes back to Roncalli.
Few possessions here for Cathedral, not getting any points, and Roncalli was able to capitalize once. We just got to hope we can continue to do that. But
they've been so effective around the basket. When a player like Brady just got into the lane at the rim, you're shocked when it missed. Lynch gets to the bucket, puts it up high off the backboard and in. Ho-ho! Over the length of Booker. First two for Carson, a little 6-0 run for Roncalli here. Trailing by 15. Brady out front. Roncalli crowd clapping a little bit, trying to energize the defense. Johnson over to Malachi. Lynch got in the passing lane and stole it away to Felmuth. And now Lauk brings it up himself, leaves for Lynch. So Roncalli gets another stop. We'll see if Michael Wants decides to play for one shot here. A lot of time left, still 35 seconds to go in the half. Donahue hands to Lynch. Carson into the lane, lost the hand, got it back, put it up, flipped it in. A little 8-0 Roncalli run here. Now they needed one more stop. 29-16. Brady, cross court to Germany. In the corner, Booker. His cross court pass is stolen by Lynch. Here comes Hegwood. Leaking out Donahue to the bucket. Put it up, put it in. 9 seconds to go.
This is exactly what Roncalli needed at the end of this game here.
Brady, half-court shot, wide left, and that'll do it. Well, a little energy from Roncalli to close out the half on a 10-0 run after finding itself down 19. Down 21, rather. Roncalli trailing by only 11, 29-18.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We need to put our masks on. Good idea. Now let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America. I work out every day.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
First break. When we come back, we'll run down tonight's halftime totals. Connor has those when we return on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Day.
2 minutes
COVID
here.
Won't kill
I'm
me.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America. I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They have to make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton.
At the half, Roncalli trailing Cathedral 29-18. Time to take a look at tonight's first half totals, and Connor has those.
Starting with visitors from Cathedral, Johnson has 4, Brady has 4, Edwards has 9, Comer has 5, Tibbs has 3, and Booker rounds it off with 4. Cathedral went 3 for 3 from the free throw line and had 2 threes. Now on the other side, Roncalli went 3 or 4 from the free throw line and had 1 3. Donahue had 5 points. Lynch had 4 points. Felmuth had 5 points. Hegwood had 2 points. And Lauk had 2 points.
So we sit 29-18. Roncalli outscored 17-8 in the first quarter, 12-10 in the second quarter, but closed the half on a 10-0 run to put themselves in position. First couple minutes of this second half will be very critical to deciding how this game plays out over the final 2 quarters. We'll take our second and final break here on the Beck Service Center halftime show. When we return, second half is next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. 2 here.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We didn't put our masks on. Good idea. Now let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill me.
It's been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I
me.
don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back with you at the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium on the campus of Roncalli High School. Cathedral leads Roncalli 29-18, just about set to start the third quarter. The Irish will have the ball. Want to say hello to Father Wilmuth, who's tuning in tonight. Appreciate him dialing us up and taking in tonight's action on this Friday night. Also want to send out our best wishes to Bob Tully, the former Roncalli. I don't know how you would describe Bob Tully, Connor. If you've not been here, it's hard to describe Bob Tully. I'd say Roncalli legend, maybe, is the best way to describe him.
Yeah, for sure.
But Mr. Tully undergoing a heart procedure last night / this morning. Understand he's doing well and recovering, and we wish him a speedy recovery and hope he is well. Know that he is in our thoughts tonight. 29-18 our score. Roncalli breaks the huddle with the original starting five. Lynch, Donahue, Felm, Leffler, and Babb. Likewise, Cathedral starting five on the floor. Comer, Johnson, Edwards, Brady, and Davis. Cathedral moving left to right in the second half toward the west goal, toward its bench. And we're underway. Davis, hands to Brady. Brady left to the arc. Davis fires it in deep to Johnson, fading away and shooting over Felmuth. The shot is long, and the rebound is tapped out to the perimeter, but picked up by Felmuth. 2-on-1, bounce to Lynch, lays it up, lays it in. So now it's a 12-0 run, bridging back into the second quarter for Roncalli. Davis into the lane, got the angle on Leffler, but missed the shot, rebounded by Babb. Babb brings it up to Felmuth. Lynch trailing the play, fell down. Now he's back in it, handling. And what's the call here? Oh, Johnson looks like he's come up limping. He's going straight to the training room for Cathedral. So Johnson heads right to the training room to get some attention from the Roncalli training staff. And Jaron Tibbs has come on. We got everybody settled down and ready to go. 29-20. Roncalli ball. Official stopping play to get Johnson off the floor for safety reasons. Lynch handles out at the timeline. Bounce to Babb at the left elbow. Has Davis on his back. Now a handoff to Donahue out front. Tibbs plays him on a switch. Donahue to the left corner. Gives to Felmuth. Felmuth gets it back. Has a screen, now spins away from Davis. Lost the handle. Feeds Leffler in low. Over to Babb. Now baseline. Lynch tries a high arcing three. That rolls off the rim. And Brady taps the rebound to Davis. Here comes Brady up the floor. Dribble handoff to Davis. On the wing, Tibbs. Back to Davis. He sets for three. It's long. And the rebound crashing in. It's Babb has it. Here comes Roncalli the other way. Felmuth near sideline. And we've got a foul as Brady fighting through a screen knocks Babb to the deck. I think they need a towel to wipe up the floor there. Brady's foul, his second, team first. And I like the fact here early, Connor, that Roncalli's energy that they closed the half with, they brought out here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like they've been able to carry that energy over, and so far it's been super effective and on defense and then on the breakaway, and Roncalli's come out here with a lot of speed and drive to take it to him.
Donahue doubled in the corner, splits it, hands to Leffler. Leffler gets out of trouble. Now he takes it in the paint, gives to Babb, down the baseline, he's cut off. Back out to Donahue for a spot up three. Bang! He got it! Anthony Donahue, and somehow Roncalli is pulled back to within 6 after trailing by 21 late in the second quarter. Comer down the lane, got to the bucket, short arm to layup. Rebounded by Donahue. Here comes Lynch up the floor. Lynch cut off in traffic. Thelma thought about a 3. Now cut off at the foul line, tried to give it back door to Babb. It's loose on the floor. Who's got it? Brady. 3-on-2. Brady up the right side, leaves to Comer. Davis trailing, puts it up. He missed the layup. Oh my, that's 2 missed layups by Cathedral.
We talked about how Roncalli was want to get this get back into the game bit by bit, but right now we're just going on a huge run compared to just trying to pretty much a half of a run that Cathedral went on and getting us back into this game.
Brady left side for 3. That's no good. Babb rebounds. It's a 6-point game. 4:48 to go. Donahue had it knocked free. Now Comer's got it 2-on-1. Brady's back. He put it up, put it in. Roncalli got a little too loose with the basketball that time, and Brady finally stops what was a 14-0 Roncalli run that went back into the second quarter.
Well, it looks like my jinx is still here in 2021 as well.
Yes, it did. Yep, they're both alive and well. Loeffler down the baseline. No space to go. Working against Tibbs. Hands to Donahue. 8-point game. 4:15 left, third quarter. Roncalli's gotten back in it after trailing by 21 and looking like it was about ready to go away for the night in the second quarter. Donahue, dribble handoff to Falmouth. Roncalli spreads the floor for Falmouth. He's played by Davis on a switch. Pull up, foul line jumpers long. Rebound Brady, nice block out of Babb. Brings it up the floor himself. Finds Comer in the corner. He's open for 3. That's long, but the rebound goes to Davis. Now Tibbs in the paint. Out to Comer, measures another 3. That one's good. Can't give him too many open ones.
Don't expect him to miss twice.
No, not when he has time to set his feet. 5 straight points for Cathedral. The lead's back to 11. Full timeout called by Roncalli. So we'll go ahead and take a break as well. 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Cathedral leads Roncalli 34-23. We're back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Roncalli High School, the home team trailing Cathedral 34-23. 3:30 to go, third quarter. This is our final broadcast of the week, but we'll be back with you next week, another busy week. We'll have the girls game here next Tuesday night. Girls take on Guerin Catholic. 7:30 our start time for that one. You can watch it on the school YouTube channel. Listen along on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. The boys will be in the county tournament that night playing at Lutheran. If the boys were to win, they would play at either Warren or Parameridian on Wednesday night. And if the boys win on Tuesday night, we'll have the game for you on Wednesday. And then possibly a game for you on Saturday as well. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Roncalli started the quarter with 5 straight. Cathedral has answered with 5 straight. Now the Irish show a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. Donahue fakes a 3, step back, puts it up. Bang! He got it, 2 in a row for AD here in the quarter.
Good to see his shot going. If he gets going, we're in.
Comer cut back door on a nice feed from Brady, lays it in. That's a nice play. Comer has 5 in the quarter and 10 in the game. 36-26. Cathedral still in that 2-3 zone. Fell with a lazy pass that Comer picks off. Now Comer weaving through the paint. Gives to Edwards. Thought about a 3, then gets it back out to Comer. 2:35 left in the third. Comer all the way to the goal. Put it up, put it in. Just too strong. Comer was 7 in the quarter and 12 in the game. He's the first only Irish player in double figures, and the lead is 12. 38-26. See Jalen Johnson returning from the training room. heading back to the Cathedral bench. Leffler, bounce in deep to Babb. He fakes, he waits, and he put it up and in. First two for Babb. Down the baseline, Brady gives to Edwards. He runs over Babb, puts up a shot from 10, short, rebounded by Donahue. 38-28 in the corner. Lynch down the baseline. Got in deep. Babb around the corner. Felmuth, open three. Bang! He got it. Third three of the quarter for Roncalli, and it's back to a 7-point game.
Fantastic team basketball by Roncalli. They're making sure they get the open shot to their shooter.
38-31. Roncalli hanging around here in this third quarter. They've chipped 4 points off the halftime lead that was 11. Comer's been tremendous in this quarter. Crossover move by Donahue. He gets to the rim. Connor, he's put on a show here in the third quarter.
Roncalli was able to contain him in that first half, but once he gets going, he's tough to stop.
9-point lead. Comer has 14, 9 in the period. 40-31. 1:15 left in the period. Quarter number 3. Donahue, far side, played by Tibbs. Takes the dribble to the top of the key. Leffler tees up a 3. That's long. It was on line, but a shade long, and Brady has the rebound. Michael Wantz slamming chairs down below us to our left. He did not like that possession. Comer, hard dribble, pull up, elbow jumper, good. Boys, Comer is doing it all here in this quarter. And the lead back to 11. He's scored 4 straight, has Comer, after Roncalli had cut it to 7. Donahue fakes 3 on Edwards. Gets to the basket. Pull up from the baseline from 10 is missed. Too strong. Here comes Edwards, loping down the lane. Pull up from the elbow. Good. Timeout. Timeout. Timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. It's a 6-0 Cathedral run. 23 and 6/10 seconds to go in the quarter, and Roncalli trails 44-31.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, you can get pre-approved and streamline the vehicle buying process. It's fast, free, and it will take you down a road to the car of your dreams. Visit imcu.com for more information.
.23 and 6/10 seconds to go here in the third. Roncalli had cut the lead to 6 early in the quarter. And after Cathedral got it back to 12, Roncalli chipped it back to 7. But 6 straight points by Cathedral. Tayshawn Comer, the junior point guard, has 11 in the quarter and 16 in the game. And the Irish sitting on a 13-point lead. Roncalli has just 1 timeout remaining going into the fourth quarter. Lynch working left arc against Comer. Got in the paint, got to the bucket, reverse layup is missed, rebounded by Edwards. Davis, back to Comer with 5. Comer crossed it up, shoveled in deep, caught the deflection out of bounds. It's Roncalli ball with 0.6 of a second left. Hegwood's back in the game, he'll inbound. Roncalli has to go the length of the floor with 0.6. Into Donahue, 3-quarter heave, well short, and that'll do it. So Cathedral in the quarter outscores Roncalli 15-13, and as a result takes a 44-31 lead into the final 8 minutes. Stay tuned, we'll have it next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Roncalli led through 3 quarters by Anthony Donahue. He has 11 points. Tayshawn Comer has 16 for Cathedral. Had 11 in the quarter by himself. Roncalli ball to start the final 8 minutes. Trevor Laux back in, so Roncalli begins the final quarter with Linge, Felmuth, Donahue, Hegwood, and Lauk. Cathedral counters with Comer, Edwards, Brady, Tibbs, and Davis. Linge handles out front. Lost the handle against Comer. Hands to Donahue. Now he's played at the high right by Tibbs. Lauk trying to get up and set a screen, banging with Davis. Hegwood down the baseline, twisting at the rim. He puts it up and in. Michael Hegwood elevating and finishing.
Roncalli's going to need a fast start to this fourth quarter if they're going to want to get back into this game. It's a 11-point game, so not impossible.
Yeah, the first 2-3 minutes here is going to determine the outcome if Roncalli can get back in it. Comer gives to Brady out front. Right side, Edwards. Cathedral passing the ball around the perimeter. Edwards cuts in deep, and Brady finds him for an easy one. 13 for Edwards. 46-33. Linge gets to the baseline. Pull up from 10, too strong. Edwards up over everybody, grabs the rebound. Just so much length at the rim, both defensively and offensively for Cathedral. Brady lost the handle down the lane, and a foul's called on Linge. Brady was a little out of control there, and a foul called on Linge. Carson's first and the first on the team here in the second half. Kegris is back in for Roncalli, replacing Felmuth. 6:44 to go. Both teams been whistled for only one team foul in this second half. Comer fakes. Gave it up to Davis. And what's the call? Hand check foul on Trevor Lauk. Wow. Trevor's second, team's second. So Cathedral takes it out. Near side inbound. Davis lobs to Edwards at the rim. He tried to dunk it on Hegwood and lost the handle. Here comes Kegis the other way. He leaves for Hegwood. Back to Kegris out front. Bounce over to Lynch, far side. Lauk wants it, the catch. To the bucket, he fakes, he waits, and he finishes. Trevor Lauk bodying his way to the rim. He has 4. 46-35. Davis runs him over. Offensive foul. Well, safe to say, I think in the last couple of possessions, Connor, Trevor Lauk might have gotten up in Davis's head a little bit.
Well, Trevor Lauk might not have been too happy with his hand check foul and flipped gears and said, okay, I'm gonna take this to him now.
Davis checks out. Jason Delaney's more than a little worked up, giving the referee a little bit of the King's English down there. 46-35. Roncalli down 11, 6 minutes to go. Linge on the far side. Gets to the corner. Now he pulls up on the baseline. Missed it short, and Comer has the rebound. Comer brings it up himself. Booker's been in at center, replacing Davis. Comer picked up his dribble. Brady, a fadeaway three. That's a tough shot. Rebounded by Donahue. You'll take that shot every time if you're Roncalli.
Always going to take that shot. Roncalli needs a bucket here to gain some ground back on Cathedral.
Donahue attacking against Tibbs. Leaves it on the left wing to Hegwood. Hegwood to Kegris. Was open for a three, but Cathedral closed out. Now Donahue with it. Kegris down the baseline, gets to the basket, put it up, partially blocked. Lauk has the rebound, he put it up, missed the shot, but he shoots 2 with 5:08 to go. That foul on Comer. His second, team third. Now Trevor Lauk shoots 2. The sophomore, also the starting right tackle on the state championship football team, got an offer from Kentucky's football program earlier in the week. Missed the first free throw. First of many, I expect. Felmuth's back in for Donahue. One more for Trevor Lauk. Tees it up, and that one rolls off the rim. Roncalli 3 out of 6 from the line. Cathedral 3 of 3. Cathedral's not shot a free throw since the first quarter. 46-35. We've got a foul at the other end. Booker shoving with Lauk at the other end, and he's called for a foul. His first, team's fourth. Jason Delaney's out on the floor right now. He is more than a little heated. 46-35. Lynch brings it into the forecourt. Hands to Falmouth. And Lauk running through a moving screen. They call it on Brady. I thought they were going to get Trevor for an illegal screen, but instead they call foul on Brady. And we're about one more Cathedral foul away from Jason Delaney corkscrewing himself into the floor.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets teed up here eventually.
Yeah, he's very close. He is very close. Meanwhile, Roncalli still trails by 11 with 4:44 left. Falmouth picked up by Booker on a switch. Lauk wants it in the block. The catch at the rim. He put it up, shot blocked, and rebounded by Booker. Here comes Comer on the run. He leaves for Brady. He's in the lane. He flips it up and in. Brady with 8. Back to a 13-point lead. Kegris gives to Falmouth. Left side, Hegwood. Down the baseline, spinning. Got in the lane, falling down, shovel to Lynch. Carson right at the rim, he laid it in. Well, that was not the prettiest of plays, but ended up in a bucket. Tibbs down the baseline against Falmouth. 4:02 to go. Roncalli trails by 11. 48-37. Comer turns the corner on Hegwood. Runner in the paint, good. Well, that's a pretty shot by Comer. He has 18 to lead all scorers. And it's 50-37. Lynch gets into the lane, shovels to Kegris for 3. Bang! He got it. The sophomore Luke Kegris knocks down the 3. And it's a 10-point game. Connor Roncalli hanging around, but they need some stops.
They are hanging around, which is definitely good, but time continues to wind down, and we've only been able to get that score down about 4 points or so.
Boy, Roncalli had Brady trapped at the timeline. He's about to step on the timeline, turn it over, but a foul called on Carson Lynch. Good call. Babb and Donahue return. Kegris and Lauk check out. Davis is back in. Davis is in for Booker. Edwards drives on Hegwood, missed a shot at the rim, and a foul called on Hegwood. His first, the team's fourth. Edwards shoots the first 2 Cathedral free throws since the first quarter. 3:19 left in a 10-point game. Edwards, first one up, good. He has 14, one of 2 Cathedral players in double figures. They have 4 players averaging double figures. Comer has 18. Roncalli just 1 in double figures right now. That's Donahue, he has 11. Edwards, 1 more, that one rolls good. Back to a 12-point lead, 52-40. 3:15 left. Lynch played by Germany, who's back in the game. And we've got an illegal screen called on Donahue, trying to free up Falmouth. That's Anthony's first foul and the team's 5th. .309 to go. 52-40. Comer in no hurry with this 12-point lead. Davis drifts up to set a screen. Comer splits the double. Gives to Tibbs for a right side 3 that's good. That's a nice setup. Tibbs hits his second 3 of the game, and now it's a 15-point lead with 2:50 to go. Falmouth to Lynch on the wing. He drives on Germany to the basket. He put it up, put it in, drew the foul. Edwards swatted at it, came up with nothing but Lynch's arm. Actually, his head. Carson took one on top of the noggin. Edwards the foul, his 3rd. Carson's into double figures. He has 10. 55-42. 2:40 to go. Carson, an 83% free throw shooter. Free one up, free one in. 55-43. Roncalli shows some pressure. Comer on the near sideline in the forecourt. Spins away from it. Over to Edwards. Cut off on the baseline by Felmuth. Back out to Comer. 2:25 to go. Edwards comes out to get it. Far sideline against Felmuth. Germany. Right side Comer. Round the horn. Germany with it, and Lynch fouls him. Roncalli has some fouls to give if they want to put Cathedral at the free throw line. Actually, that's team foul 6. So the next foul will put Cathedral at the line. Comer out the timeline. Drives on Lynch, backs up at the foul line and leaves it for Tibbs. They'll run some more clock. As you would expect, up 12 with 2 minutes to go. On the wing, Edwards. Lost the handle against Hegwood. Gives to Davis. And Roncalli wants to foul Tibbs and does. With minute 50 to go. Donahue's foul his second, team 7. That's not a bad guy to foul though, Connor. He's a 50% free throw shooter. He's only attempted 2 in 9 games.
If you're going to put anybody at the line, it seems like he's one of the best options out there for Roncalli, so.
1:50 to go. Tibbs shoots a 1-and-1. Leffler's back in for Hegwood. The lead is 12. Tibbs free throw good. The reverse jinx also works, by the way.
I was just about to mention that.
Tibbs has 7 points off the bench. Couple threes and a free throw here. Averaging 4.5.
Never works in our favor.
Nope. Hits them both. 57-43. 1:50 to go. Roncalli down 14. Lynch takes it into the forecourt. Trying to find somebody off a screen. Instead, he spins into the paint. Stop and go. Scoop shot off the board and in. Carson was 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Roncalli trapping down 12. Comer splits it, finds Davis. His pass deflected by Donahue out of bounds. Near the timeline in backcourt. (57-45). Hegwood's back in for Roncalli. 1:27 left. Michael Wantz is wanting his team to foul fairly quickly. I think it depends on who gets the ball, though. Comer's got it. He's got an easy avenue to the goal. He lays it in. No help on the backside, and Comer lays it in. He has 20. Third 20-point game for him this season. And Michael Wantz calls time. Timeout called. Full timeout's all he has left. So we'll go ahead and...
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back with you. 1:16 to go. Roncalli down 59-45. Both teams are in the bonus. Roncalli 17 fouls, Cathedral 6. So the next Irish foul puts Roncalli at the line. Roncalli's out of timeouts. Cathedral has the possession arrow. Felmuth inbounding on the near side in forecourt. In the backcourt to Lynch. Carson drives right to the baseline. Fakes Edwards off his feet. Put the shot up short. Edwards got a piece of it. Davis has the rebound. Lynch tries to steal the outlet, but Comer, too athletic, seals it away. Now Cathedral plays keep away. Brady fouled near the timeline by Babb. It's Babb's second, team 8. Brady shoots a 1-1. His first trip to the line tonight. He's a 69%er. And now Michael Wantz clearing the bench. Full scale 5 at the table. Brady, free throw up and in. And that will pretty much signal the white flag here with 1 minute to go. Kegrick returns, as does Gore. First time we've seen Luke Aller tonight, number 11 on your screen, the senior. Gabe Horn, the 6-foot junior, is in, number 21, and Nolan Tunney, the 6'1 sophomore. So all 12 Roncalli players who are available tonight have stepped in. Jaden Malachi returns for Cathedral, as does Danny Flanagan, 5'10 freshman, number 13 on your screen. So 60-45 is our score. Roncalli at one point cut a 21-point deficit. That was mid-second quarter. Down to 6 early in the third as Brady hits the second free throw, and then 7 late third. And that's as close as Roncalli would get the rest of the way. It's a 16-point lead as Brady hits both free throws. Final minute. Horn to Tunney. In low, shoots and scores. Right in front of the rim, Nolan Tunney, his first varsity points. 61-47. Comer dribbling things down near the timeline. See if Cathedral even attempts to take a shot here in the final 30 seconds.
Cathedral's athleticism seemed to take over in this fourth quarter and helped them get the win, but definitely still some positives to take out of this game with Roncalli having that run to come back into the game, showed fight in that second quarter for sure.
Absolutely. Brady dribbling this thing down. 10 seconds to go. Cathedral's going to win its 6th straight. And Roncalli dropping to 2-2 on the home court as Brady circles to the corner and waits for the horn. That'll do it. Cathedral pulls away early. Roncalli makes a couple runs but cannot cut into the deficit, and it's a 14-point Irish win at the end of the night. Our final score from Roncalli: Cathedral 61, Roncalli 47. Stay tuned. We'll step out for a couple minutes and come back to total everything up with the Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I
me.
don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America. I work out every day. COVID won't.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back with you at the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium Cathedral comes to the south side, making their first appearance in this 2-year-old gym, and hands Roncalli its largest loss of the season. 14 points, the final margin. 61-47, the final score. Let's take a look at how the game unfolded. Roncalli trailing 11-8 with less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, but then Cathedral closed the first quarter on a 6-0 run. Led 17-8 after one. The run would run into the second quarter. All told, it was an 18-0 run that put Cathedral up 29-8 with 2:59 to go in the half. Roncalli found itself down 21, but closed the half on a 10-0 run. It was 29-18 Cathedral. At the break, Cathedral with a 12-10 advantage in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Roncalli began with 4 straight, so it was a 14-0 run altogether for Roncalli. Cathedral did not score until the 4:32 mark, so it was about a 5.5-minute scoreless stretch for Cathedral. That 6-point deficit that Roncalli chipped it down to, that would be as close as Roncalli would get in the second half. They'd cut it again to 7 at 38-31 with 1:45 left, but then Cathedral scored the final 6 points of the third to lead 44-31. After 3, it was a 15-13 Cathedral lead after 3. In the fourth, Roncalli got as close as 10. That was at 50-40, but that would be as close as Roncalli would get the rest of the way. Cathedral outscoring Roncalli in all 4 quarters, 17-16 in the final one, to grab this 61-47 win tonight. Carson Lynch led Roncalli with 13 points. Tayshawn Comer, the junior point guard, all-state candidate, he had 20 to lead all scorers. But Connor, I think you summed it up pretty well in the final seconds of the ball game as Cathedral was dribbling it out. Certainly Roncalli disappointed with the outcome tonight, but there are some positives to take away from the fact that against a team that's ranked in the top 10 in the state, all classes, Roncalli cut a 21-point lead down to 6 and was hanging around until late third quarter.
Yeah, Roncalli showed a lot of fight and drive to want to get back into this game, and then when you look at it, besides their Cathedral 65-point game against Homestead, if that game would have not gone to overtime, probably wouldn't have had that many points. Roncalli kept Cathedral to 61 points, which is their lowest scoring game of the season.
That's a great point. That's a great point. We kind of lost track of that at the end of the game, but yeah, you hold the Cathedral team. You're spot on. You hold the Cathedral team to almost 18 points below its average. You have to like the defensive effort tonight. There just wasn't enough going offensively for Roncalli to stay in this game. So again, Roncalli losing tonight, 61-47. We're going to take our first and only break here in the postgame show. When we come back, we will run down tonight's totals. We'll hand out our player of the game. We will perhaps talk with Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz, and we'll look ahead to next week's broadcast schedule. Tell you all about that. All of those coming back as we take our second and final break here on the postgame show. Back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We need to put our masks on. Good idea. Now, let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
Going to school.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back for the final time on the Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. Cathedral defeats Roncalli tonight on the south side by the score of 61-47. Let's take a look at the final totals from tonight's game. Connor has those.
For Cathedral tonight, we had Johnson with 4 points, Brady with 10 points, Edwards with 15 points, Comer with 20 points, Tibbs with 8 points, and Booker with 4 points. Cathedral shot 9 of 9 from the free throw line and had 4 threes. On the flip side, Roncalli had 5 threes and went 4 for 7 from the free throw line. Donahue had 11 points. Lynch led scorers with 13 points. Felmuth had 8 points. Hedgewood had 4 points. Tunney had 2 points. Babb had 2 points. Kegris had 3 points. And Lauk had 4 points.
Well, so Cathedral hands Roncalli the 61-47 loss, the 14-point margin, Roncalli's largest loss of the year. Let's turn our attention now to the player of the game, brought to us by Ortho Indy. A couple different places we could go, and certainly had we done this after 3 quarters, I don't think this guy would have won it, but Carson Lynch had 7 of his 13, his team high 13 in the final quarter. So we're going to give it to Carson Lynch, the senior, for he is tonight's Ortho Indy star of the game.
At Ortho Indy, their mission is to provide the highest quality, comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis to recovery, their team is ready to get you back in action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider.
Well, we're joined now on the post-game show by head coach Michael Wantz. Appreciate him taking the walk up to our broadcast position here. Coach, first of all, this game was eerily similar, at least the first through the first 3 quarters or so of the Lawrence Central game in terms of getting yourself in a hole. But like the Lawrence Central game, you were able to get yourself back out of it with some energy there at the end of the second quarter. What was the message to the team at the half there?
Yeah, well, I think it was a 10-0 run there to end.
10-0 and then 4 straight to start the third, so 14-0 altogether.
Yeah, again, just kind of hoping that the experience against LC would allow us not to have that slow start. But, I'm here to talk about my guys. However, that Cathedral team is really good, and I doubt we'll see a better team. And I would think that team would play deep into March. It's a really good team, and they have so much length. We're down there shot faking, and still getting blocked twice on the same shot. So I'm proud of our effort to come back at 29-8 and chip away. I don't know how close we got
it to 6 early in the third, and then 7 in the last 2 minutes in the third.
So proud of that effort. We just gotta find a way. Again, find a way to run our stuff and get some offense. Once we picked a side of the floor, they really wanted to keep us over there, and we struggled to reverse the basketball. And, my job as a coach to figure something out to put our guys in position to score.
Well, you talk about the way the team fought back and clawed back against, we were talking, the only team that's beaten Cathedral so far this year is Homestead, and they're number 1 in the computer poll right now.
Right.
Not only did you come back and chip a 21-point lead down to 6, but you also held a team averaging 79 points to their lowest total of the season with 61. What did you think of your defensive effort tonight?
I thought our 31, our three-quarter court press was good to slow them down a little bit. And, we had 3 goals. We wanted to have them less than 8 offensive rebounds. We wanted them to shoot less than 15 free throws. And we wanted to have less than 12 turnovers. And unofficially, I think we hit all those. So that's good. Maybe I need better goals. But, again, we guard, and then, Comer decides he wants to go get one. He can go get one sometime. So there'll be a lot of wins on our schedule with that effort. We just gotta get one of those against a Cathedral LC or somebody like that at some point.
I know we talked about the would-be 14-0 run that Roncalli had, and what positives did you see from that run, the drive or the attitude shift? Like, what do you think made that click?
I think we got used to the pressure, and then a couple times we made the extra pass and it opened up driving lanes for us. And then sometimes it's just about making shots too, but usually you do something to get that shot or to get that wide open shot. I thought we started handling the pressure a little bit, started using a couple times when they tried to keep us on the side of the floor, then we just drove it back that way and had some open shots that way.
Well, you mentioned it. We'll leave with this last question. With the effort you saw tonight, when the schedule begins to turn, what is your confidence level that the schedule coming up, not just this next week, but really for the rest of the season, based on the teams you're going to play, that'll translate into wins?
Yeah, if we have the effort and determination, energy, and the togetherness we've had against LC and Cathedral, I told them in the locker room I feel like there's quite a few wins left on our schedule.
Well, Coach, good luck next week in the county tournament. We'll catch up with you then. Thanks for taking some time.
All right, guys, thank you.
That's Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz. We appreciate him taking a few minutes for us here on the postgame show. About to wrap this one up. Let's update the records, though. A couple other pieces of business before we say goodnight. Cathedral with the win improves to 9-1, 4-0 away from home, winners of 6 in a row. And the Irish next in action next Wednesday night, the 13th, when they'll play at Carmel. Meanwhile, Roncalli drops to 4-4. Roncalli now 7-5, all-time here at the Vinny. And again, this is just the second season of this gym. But this is the first of those 5 losses, Connor. This is the first time Roncalli's lost on this home floor by more than 3 points. The previous were all by 1 possession. So Cathedral's the first team to come in here and really get a dominant win, I should say, in this gym.
It's important to have a strong home court presence and something that road teams are going to have to come in here. They're going to have to deal with the crowd. They're going to have to deal with being away from home, and having that can be a huge asset when it comes to trying to build that record and get confidence, and having the support of the fans around you as well, with Roncalli having amazing fans, that it's very important to have.
Well, so Roncalli with the loss falls to 4-4. Next be in action on Tuesday night in the first round of the county tournament. That'll be at Lutheran. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday night when the girls host Guerin Catholic here at the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. 7:15 our pregame, 7:30 the tip. You can watch the game on the Roncalli YouTube channel or listen on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. If the boys are to defeat or were to defeat Lutheran on Tuesday night and advance to the second round of the county tournament, we'll have that next game for you on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com, audio only. That's next Wednesday night. So that would be our next boys broadcast. And Roncalli would play at either Perry Meridian or Warren Central, depending upon which team wins that first-round matchup. So that's our broadcast schedule for next week. And we may have either a boys game or a girls game for you next Saturday afternoon. That's a TBA. But we'll have 3 broadcasts, at least 2, maybe 3 broadcasts for you next week. But the next one will be Tuesday night when the girls take on Guerin Catholic. But some final thoughts, Connor, for tonight's game. We heard Coach Wantz say there's a lot of positives to take out of what we saw tonight. And certainly with the effort that we saw tonight, you would anticipate more wins down the road for Roncalli.
Playing good opponents is super important, and building a team's level of confidence is obviously going to be a bit down after this loss, but playing against good teams allows you to get better. The more you play better teams, the better you get as a whole. And if you're just playing teams and blowing them out and not much competition, your team's not going to get better, and then you'll struggle in tournament play. But these are the type of games that are going to be the most beneficial to Roncalli.
Well, we want to thank our fine Roncalli Media Network crew tonight, a cast of thousands helping us bring you this ball game. I want to thank Luke Jones in our CBS Sports 1430 studios, keeping us on track and on time on the audio side. Thank our fine video crew, providing you all the sights and sounds. For those of you taking in tonight's stream, Hannah Taylor, our director, Ben Taylor on the camera, Riley Allstott on the graphics, and Stefan Welsh as our coordinating producer. Tonight's game has been a production of the Roncalli Media Network. The executive producer is Gary Armbruster. Our technical advisor is Rachel Brown. For my partner, Connor Mahoney, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final tonight from Cathedral as the Irish defeat Roncalli by the score of 61-47. Till we talk to you next week, on behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, have a great weekend, and so long, everybody. Great work.